Welcome back to StockSmart, everybody. Ladies and gents, guys and gals, hedgies and day traders alike. Excellent. All right. So we've got our 10-day low arrow. Okay. And this is on the 1 minute. We can also look on the daily. But so far, we've got some of these stocks here. Looks like IMAX and IG. Now, IMAX is one that I will be watching. Okay. And let's see that IG. What do they do? iGate Pharmaceuticals. Okay. Looks like they're just going down, down, down. All right. Let's go check out some of our watch lists here. And we'll check out our 4-way STC and our 4 YouTube example. Now, our 4 YouTube example, ASTS VOD SMMT. Okay. And we'll look at our zigzag trend sign. Let's see if we see anything here. I mean, there's some stuff there. And we can see what's on the stupid buy signal for the daily. So all of these that are pulling back right now that are red, they won't be. And they will continue to trend upwards afterwards, okay? Doesn't mean right away, but they are in a pullback, all right? Let's go for a rune bullish. That's the one in the 4 hour. Let's see if we get anything here. And instead of IG, let's go over to IS. IS. Second Sight Medical Products. All right. Now let's pick our high here. And we can see that we are right in line with the TTM LRC, or that we could go back and plot, Weiss waves. Of course, I hit the button and it dropped below, so thanks for that. And don't forget to come over and join our Discord. It is growing every single day. I think you'll find that link in the description below. And I think we should pull up our Discord so we can check some FDA approvals and things like that. So let's do that here. Let's make that go away. We'll come over here and pull up our Discords. Very good. All right, and we've got some of our channels pulled up here. Streamer mode is enabled. Stay safe, friend. All right. So let's come over here to my Discord channel. And let's see. Day trades, swing trades. Let's see. And we'll go back in and we'll do that again. just to see if anything has changed overnight. And it'll give us an idea of, maybe something that might be popping off tomorrow. I can see a couple things that might be. All right. So let's go through. Now we've used our stock bot to give us some information. We've got our options fam bot, stock bot, and the TUI bot, which I'm surprised that's still there. Okay. So we got exclamation FDA. We got SPPI for chemotherapy-induced neutropenia. Okay. We've got RVNC, moderate to severe, what's that? Glabular frown lines. Okay. Frown lines. A little Botox injection right there. All right. VTRS, biosimilar. MNKKQ, that's a 36-cent stock. Stratigraphed, skin tissue, deep, partial thickness, severe burns, skin defects. Okay. Skin grafting. CVM. Ooh, phase 3. Very good. Multi-kind head and neck cancer. Phase 3. Okay, that's a watcher. CVM. FBIO. That's $4.03. That's intravenous tramadol. Let's see. Postoperative pain following. Let's see. Booney. Let's see. Yeah. Oh goodness. Booney one stonomy surgery. Okay. We might actually have to look that one up and see the pronunciation. Okay, intravenous tramadol, postoperative pain following. Okay, so we've got 2 of these. All right. SLGL. Let's see. Papula star rosacea. NVAX, phase 3. And RHHBY. Let's see, that's Esbriet. Pyrifenidone, unclassifiable. Let's see. Interstitial lung disease, UILD. Okay. So we get a couple decent little stocks here. If you want to go for, under $5 or over $5. All right. And we'll go for hashtag exclamation pop. Let's get rid of cap blocks there too. And we can see which stocks are the popular. GAXY. Okay. HAMA. NVIDIA, Vote, ADMS. Okay. So I'm going to say ADMS and GAXY are probably going to be popular ones for next week. All right, but we can go in and use our scanner here. Lots of different things. Look at Acore way at the bottom down here, trying to hide. All right. So let's go up and hit our scan. And then we can go up and we can do a fancy scan here. Now, I like to go $1.25, $1.10, something like that. That way, at least we know that it's. But some people like to go under, say 99 cents. I like the $1.25. Say to about the $10 range. All right. Now for volume. let's leave our maximum empty. But we'll leave this one, say a minimum. And we can go back and look at the other stocks. Now, the volume index of 45, we may not get to see that right away. All right. And our beta here. We can hit scan and see what we find. It's still 735 stocks. It's not not small enough yet. All right, so let's go in here to let's see our stocks. Volume index, and for our shares, and depending on what you're looking for. Now, for this type of scan, we may be following or trying to follow a particular group and or type of people, those who get in and out, whether you want to avoid them or follow them. Either way, these would be stocks that would be giving you those criteria. Okay. Very good. Let's see, surface on ecology. Looks like we've got, yeah. So we'll leave our 0 here, and we'll just do our max. And I'll say we can top out at 90 to 100 million. All right, so that's, let's see if that did it. Okay, 490. It's a little bit less. Okay. Let's go with a study here. And let's pick and we can scan for dojis and dark cloud cover and all of these fun different things. Bullish only candlesticks. Crossovers, I don't want any of that. License studies. Let's see. TTM trend scan, TTM squeeze scan, TTM LRC scan. Okay. CCI. All right. So even though I have versions of these studies, it seems to be that Thinkorswim does provide them. Okay. Price performance. Now we can go with after hours percent change. We can go a gap within time. We can go highs and lows, near highs and lows, price change or price direction. Interesting. Price correlation, statistics standard deviation channel, stocks and commodities magazine, user defined patterns, new pattern 0. Interesting. Volatility, historical volatility, HV volatility, historical volume change, implied volatility change, IV percentile, IV versus HV, and market maker move percent. And then we got volume. So we got average volume, unusual volume, and then a volume change. All right, and our custom. So let's see here. Let's go for price performance here. After hours percent change. Let's go price change. All right. Now, close. All right. Let's change that to open. All right. And we also have these in here. All right. These are going to give us, high and low level 2. Looks like high and low, high, low, close 3. Open, high, low, close 4. VWAP, volume, and open interest. All right. So what do we necessarily want to know? Okay. Well, I don't want to know when a candle closes. I want to know when a candle opens. Okay. So we're going to go open. And I know for, some general rules of thumb, people might be looking for 3%, 4%, 5%. Okay. So something that might be starting to move on the day might be greater than 3.5%. Okay? So let's use that. Let's use 3.5 or maybe even 3.7. All right? Now, if we're on the day, that's going to have us knowing when it's 3.5% greater than the day. All right. Well, I don't need to know about 10 days, 3.5% greater in 10 days. Although that would probably work. Let's go with 5 days. Okay. 5 trading days. Let's hit scan. And we will see what we get. We get 101. And what do we end up with? A-core, one of last week's big poppers. Okay. Very good. And we have 101 stocks on that list. CME, YSA, many of last week's poppers. VTNR, I was on that one a couple weeks ago when it really started to pop off. Make sure you subscribe, go back, check out that video, learn how we were able to find those particular movers, and you can do it as well. ABIO. All right. TCDA, many of them. So we're going to go ahead and save this particular scan, and we'll work with it. We'll continue to build it. We'll save our scan query, and we're going for let's call this low float, and then we're going to call it percentage .5. All right. Well, we may have that wrong too. Okay. Oh, and daily. And daily. All right. So we'll save that. And let's go back here and look at ACOR, just for some reference. ACOR, A-core. And we will come back to a 1 day, 1 minute time frame. Or let's go to 5 day, 15 minute. All right, and we can see what really happened. We got pushed down, and then it popped back up. All right, now let's see how far it got pushed down before this big pop. All right, so if we got our sell signal here, and we got it to sell here, that was pushed down. Let's see, in 2 hours, 53 minutes, it was down 4.51%, and then had a big pop up. Okay. Now let's check this one and see how quickly this moved up. All right. Just from there to there in 10 minutes or 12 hours and 10 minutes, 18 bars, it moved 25%. Okay. 18 bars, 25%. Okay, 5-day, 5-minute, 1 year, 1 day. And we can go the 1 year, 1 day and check that out. And we see that this Acor has a history of making very, very good runs. It looks like Acor can be used to our advantage. Although the market maker move is huge, and I don't like that. All right. Now, let's see. All these are days. These are just daily candles. So let's see what happens here. And we go to here. In 2 days, 4 bars plus 2.33%. Okay. And then we have stocks that, just trend up and up and up and up over time. Say on like the weekly chart. Let's go to one that I'm pretty sure has been doing that. This would be a local casino. All right. So we can see where they hit their low. Now, I queued in on them probably right back here in this pullback of last year, and this is when I stopped trading them because I thought this was going to crash here. Little did I know they kept on trending. I just chose not to follow it because it was a bit sussy. All right, but it looks like we are getting a break below here and potentially a bounce on this line, and we'll see how this works out. And there we go. But when we see a trend up like this over and over and over, all the way up to $142, okay? And it's day over day. All right, so we're on the daily, so let's go from our bottom here. In 2 bars, we were up plus 98%, plus 1.5% in 3 bars, plus 11% in 4 bars. Okay, so they really look for a move, let's say 4, 8, 10%, on the day. So if it's already moved, let's say pre-market, okay, let's say it moves pre-market down like it did here, this big pre-market drop. Or this pre-market drop here. Actually, it dropped right off and then popped up. All right, but so pre-market, we had a pre-market scanner going for, before or after hours. Within how many bars? Let's see, 29 minutes or 2 bars. We gained 9% or 0.9%. Seven percent, 0.78%, 8.5, 1.76. Let's see, in 15 hours, 7 bars. Okay. So it kind of seems to me that we need to catch particular types of volume. Now let's go and look at something else here. Let's go and look at XBIO, and let's go through this, all of these particulars. Let's go in here to the 1 day, 1 minute. And let's go and focus on this little area down here. All right. Now we see that we're crashing and we're looking at our volume. We see 200,000, 100,000, 400, 300, blah, 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 blah. But look what happens when we get all the way down here to the bottom. Doop, doop, 18, 14,000, 5,000, 16,000, 23, and 10,000, 4,000. 33,000. So when we go from 4,000 to 33,000, that's a big indication that something is happening. right, now let's go back around here and look at the low. All right, now when we find our lows and our lows are identified, we can find them by finding volume. Now we can see where our volume was greater than 5,000, 744, and now it's 200 shares. And then we get 7,000, 2,000, 1,000. Okay, so really we should be looking for when volume is under 30,000 for, let's see, 3 or 4 bars, let's say, and the 52-week low is true with the rock bottom detector. All right. We may have to write that down if we're going to build that. All right. So all of these are on our pump and dump 4-hour list. Now we can come up and check out our pump and dump, let's say 1 minute or 15-minute list. That's going to give you things that are going to pop off more directly in the morning. All right. And these will be things that are probably going to start moving right away. All right. And the ones that are in pullbacks, that's even better. The ones that are lighting up green, check those first. ARC W, all of those ARC funds. And when we hit our low here in ARC, look at that, volume 100, volume 100, all right? Check it. All right, 100, 100, 700, 245, 100, 100, 100, 195, 100, 212, 1,040, 290, 229, 55,438, 11,314, 20,000, 24,000, 16,000. You figured it out? All right, so when we get volumes under 10,000 and then volumes above, that's a big indicator something's about to happen. A very big indicator. So we'll come back and build those lists at some point, but make sure you subscribe and hit that notification. That way you know about it too. This doesn't look real good either. All right. I would not expect too much goodness tomorrow morning. Although it seems like they're trying to build a big block trade right here through ASTR. So anything right under here is probably going to end up being a good deal long term. I don't know about short term, but looks like we're trying to trend back up on that short term as well. Long term, we're hitting our bottom. Market maker move is stuck way down here, so we are prematurely pushed under. Yes, that is exactly what's going on here. This is a push down under to try and gather out anybody who put their stop losses well under here. All right. And let's see what happens leading up to this big boom here. Now, this is probably pre-market. 9,075, 500, 16, 7,000 shares, 9,000, 75,000, 279, 500, 16, 164. How come that doji's 16, or that's 16,000, this one's 164, and yet the candles and or doji size doesn't reflect it? Because they hit it. Okay, 106,000 and 37 million. All right, so when we go from 106,000 shares to 37 million shares, that's that should be a pretty big indicator too. All right. So when we go from 6 figures to 7 figures, that should be a big indicator. Or when we go from 5 figures, 4 or 5, to 6, that should be a pretty big indicator to tell you something is about to move. Now, HMY has been showing up as well a lot, but it doesn't look like it's going to be any fun. Looks like it's going to go right on down into earnings, and it might even crash harder. And let's check out our market sentiment. And we have quite a few things on this list today, too. Let's see if we can thin that out just a little bit. And I think we can just by changing a few numbers here. And we are still looking at body. There we go. That's pretty well spiked up now. Let's see how that turns out. But we did well with body too. Body gave us a nice low, and it ran up pretty good. And we'll go for our Momo LBR daily. And that gives us these little guys right here. XBIO, ACOR, Apple, NAOV, SCKT, which is one that was at the end of the week last week. All right, so let's see how this is going to work. And you take your low and strike it right on through the height of that candle, and you can see that we just nearly hit this high, and that everything from here on was probably just push it, push it, push it, push it. Okay. Although we did know well beforehand that there was a possibility price could spike all the way up into this range. And if we draw from our low here onto that one, that candle wick, we see that it crosses right the top of this candle wick. All right. Learning how to chart is important. I think we'll leave it there with Apple. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.